suspect!
Coming to get you, Bobber.
Hi guys, my name's Barry and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Halloween Ends again. I did do a video before about my wants for Halloween Ends, but in this video what we're going to talk about is my predictions and my expectations for Halloween Ends. Now, like before, I don't have any information whatsoever yet because filming hasn't begun, so we don't know what to expect so far, but I'm just going to go off of what David Gordon Green and the rest of the crew have mentioned about Halloween Ends, and that's what my predictions are going to be based on so far. Obviously my predictions and my expectations will change throughout the months, but so far this is what I think. Now, with the working title Cave Dweller, I was a little concerned about that because I think that that's maybe going to explain what's happening to Michael over the next 4 years, and I predicted that they're going to explain where Michael has been over the next 4 years, whether that be him being a cave dweller, him being stuck in a cave or stuck somewhere else, taken back to prison for 4 years and escaping again. I think they may explain Michael's whereabouts over the next 4 years. It's something that I don't want, but I think that we're going to see something like that because they did it in Halloween 2018. They explained where he's been over the last 40 years and gave him a more human aspect, which I do like. I like the human aspect about Michael, but I just think they might be over explaining what's going to be happening to Michael over the next 4 years. That's my predictions for that part. Now let's talk about the body count. I think we're going to get maybe a bigger body count than I was hoping for. David Gordon Green did say that it's going to be a more intimate movie, and I hoped and thought that was going to mean it's going to be a smaller body count, a smaller cast, but when I'm looking at some of the casting calls for this movie, they're looking for quite a few characters with backgrounds. Now if they're looking for characters and that's it, it's fine. They're just going to be throwaway characters like the ventriloquist, the triplets, etc. from Halloween Kills, but now they're looking for not only just random characters, but characters that have got ages, they've got backgrounds, they've got names, they've got stories behind them, they've got their whereabouts. And I've done a video on that if you wanted to look at that one, guys. But so we've got a few, maybe about 5 or 6 at least so far, where we're seeing character dynamics behind these characters that we thought were going to be throwaway characters. So bringing in all these new characters means we're going to get a bigger cast than I thought we would, and that possibly means we're going to get a bigger body count. I predict that we're going to get some answers. I don't think they would go into this if they weren't intending on talking about it more, but in Halloween Kills they talk about Ben Tramer and they talk about Hawkins and Laurie's relationship, etc. They just tease us with things like that, and it makes me believe, and I'm pretty sure that means that we're going to get some answers with regards to Laurie's background and her backstory with Karen and her dad, etc. We're going to get some answers surely for Halloween Ends, and if we don't, I don't know why they're kind of building it up in Halloween Kills only just to avoid it in Halloween Ends. It wouldn't make sense. So I do predict that we will get some answers, maybe some things that we don't really need to know, but things that might be nice to know at least. There's something that I had on my want list that I done in my want video, and I think we're going to get that. I think I'm going to predict that we will get this, and that is the finale, the final nail in the coffin for either Michael or Laurie, or Michael and Laurie. One of those three. I think we're definitely going to get an ending where that's the storyline finished. Now, I did say that I do want a complete finale, whether it be Michael and Laurie dying. I don't mind, because this is its own timeline, but I wouldn't put it past them to kill Laurie only and have Michael live. But that doesn't mean they're going to continue on that timeline just because Michael survived. I still think this is going to be the very end of this timeline. So if Michael doesn't die, it still doesn't matter. I don't think they're going to be continuing this specific storyline in future movies. I still think they're going to branch off and do either anthologies or a different Michael timeline, or going back in time to another timeline that we've explored before, something like that. But I don't think we're going to see anything after Halloween Ends in terms of this specific Michael or any Laurie Strode saga or any characters that's related to Laurie Strode. That's not going to happen. I think this is, and I predict it, this is going to be the very end, hence the title, Halloween Ends. And yes, we've had other titles in the past, like Friday the 13th, the final Friday, the final chapter, sorry. We've had Freddy's Dead, etc. And then we've had future movies after that. But I do truly believe this is 2021, well, it will be 2022 when it comes out. But I think when movie titles come out, like Halloween Ends, I think they mean it. And if they do want to bring out future movies, then it will be something completely unrelated to that timeline. So what are your predictions and expectations for Halloween Ends, guys? Don't tell me what you want to see, because I've done a video about what we want to see. If you want to tell us what you want to see, comment on that video that was just before this one. But what's your expectations so far? What's your predictions so far from what you know? Leave your comments down below, let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.